What's up, guys? Cory Oldham here, and in this video I want to share with you a website, a resource that I found that helps me clip images. And I mean, you can use a technical software to be able to do this kind of thing, but I don't want to learn Photoshop, and I don't want to spend a lot of time doing this. So I actually found a website that helps me do that. Clip my images on the go, really quick and easy, and it's called Clipping Magic. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to share my screen and show you inside Clipping Magic and how easy it is to use. So let me share my screen. So actually, I'm in Clipping Magic right now, the website, and I've actually uploaded kind of a funny picture of myself holding a marketing book over here, Mr. X book. And so it has my image on the left-hand side and on the right-hand side. And so when I want to begin to work on this image, I come up to the top left, and this is the tool to keep. So the green is to keep, and then this will be red, and that means remove. So I want to keep, so I want to kind of color in myself, and I'll do this on the left-hand side, and then on the right is going to be the rendering of what the image is ultimately going to look like. So now I'm going to click on the red, and you can see as I start coloring in here, it starts trying to figure out what I'm wanting to keep over here on the right. So obviously it's not perfect just yet. I have to do a little bit more work, but it's already kind of figuring out, hey, what pieces of the image I want to keep. So I'm going to scroll in so you can actually zoom in, and I want to get rid of that little piece right there. And if I want to move the image around, if I come over to the right-hand side, notice my cursor turns into a hand. And so now I can just move that around. And I want to keep that little piece on my shoulder there. So I'm going to highlight that. And since this is actually a harder image to work with, so I wanted to show you a tougher one. But even with the tough one, how easy it is to use. So I'm going to color that in red. So if I scroll back out, you can actually see the image kind of coming to life. It's just the headshot, my shoulders, but it's cutting out all the background, all this other noise. So even if I wanted to just cut out the book, me holding that book, obviously it's not showing up here on the right. And so I'm going to come up here where it'd be really, really tough typically to work on this, but I'm going to get my keep tool. And so now I'm going to clip in here, just kind of put some dots and say, hey, I want to keep all this, but I want to remove that. So it's starting to figure out what I'm wanting to keep. And notice that these colors, the color of my hair versus the background, there's not a lot of contrast to it. But I can keep working with this and ultimately come out with a really good looking image. So I want to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of that. So it's starting to come to life and figure out exactly what I'm wanting to keep and what I'm wanting to get rid of. So there it goes. So you see over to the right, obviously it's not perfect just yet, but it's coming out really nicely. And if you have an image that has like if you're wanting to clip yourself out of something and you have like a white background, kind of like I'm doing for this video, it's a lot easier to clip. But even with a tough image, I can do that image. Now I've used this platform, I've used Clipping Magic for some time, but I could do this image in, less than a minute. And I'd rather do that than have to learn Photoshop or any of that stuff. This is a really, really easy tool. And I've only used two components. I've used the green dot and the red dot. There's an eraser, and then there's a knife so you can cut some things. You can undo what you've done, you can zoom, and you can do several things with this. But once I'm done with my image, all I'll do is click download, and now I have my image. I'll be able to keep my original, but I'm going to have my new image just like I have kind of an example over here on the right. I'll be able to have that with a transparent background. So that's why it's has those squares back here, so they're kind of gray and white. It's saying, hey, that's all cut out. This is the result. So I can place this image wherever I want, and now I have a transparent background. So that's basically it for Clipping Magic. It's really, really an easy tool to use to clip objects, images of yourself, whatever you want to do. and clip it fast, clip it easy, and you don't have to learn Photoshop. So if you like this video, go ahead and comment below. Give me a little love there, and go ahead and turn on notifications so that you can get notified when we put up new videos. We'll see you next time.